obviously had another double-double. School record, 6 shot clock violations. Okay, calling that a school record.
How far back do those numbers go?
Bob here? I guess not. Bob, well, when Bob was here, they didn't have a shot clock. So, and then Romeo did have a career high 28. Okay, who's got the first question for the players?
Juwan, it took you guys a little bit of time to get some separation. I think you were down 10 midway through the first half, then tied at halftime, then pulled away second half. What in your mind changed from maybe the way you started and the way you finished?
This whole time preparing for them, we just knew it was going to be a weird game, just because of how frantic they play and how great of a pace they play at. And I think it just took some time to get used to, and I don't think we ever went away, even when they went on a run, and I think they were up 10. I don't think we ever really just sat back and just let them keep hitting us. We delivered a blow to them, too. And I think everybody really stepped up in their respective roles as far as defensively and getting out in transition.
Yeah.
Well, you really got your driving game going tonight. Why did you feel that was really productive, and did you have an idea that would be a key thing going into this game?
We knew going into the game they're a really aggressive team, so they like to play passing lanes, so that's going to leave open driving lanes for me, whether that for me to score and to kick. And when we had that little slump scoring on the offensive end, I felt like we weren't driving, so that when I got back in the game, Coach told me I need to get more aggressive to get us going, and that's just what I did.
Andy, then Rick.
Hey, Romeo, it might just be circumstantial, but it turned out you scored the first 10 points of the second half on Indiana. So, was there anything particularly that you were mindful of coming out of halftime in that regard?
I just want to pick up where I left off in the first half, whether that was attacking the rim and getting other people involved, and that's what I did to get us going in the second half.
Juwan, is there any juice or any benefit from the shot clock violations that you guys get?
Yeah, I think it's just contagious throughout the whole team. Whenever you get a good stop, it just translates to the offensive end. I think as we did that, Justin had some great plays on the ball. Just people trying to drive him, he's blocking an on-ball a jump shot. That's pretty hard to do. So, just that went through the whole team. I think we went down on offense and made plays.
Romeo, it looks like you're starting to get a little more comfortable. Do you feel like this was your best game so far, and are you starting to feel a little more comfortable at this level with the speed of the game and everything?
Yeah, I felt like this was my best game so far, all around, even on maybe on the defensive end too. I am getting a lot more comfortable, and now that Rob's out for a while with his little injury he has, that caused for me to have the ball more in my hand, and I'm comfortable with doing that.
Romeo, at halftime, you had 9 points and you finished the game with 28. What did you see how the defense was guarding you? Did you see things differently to make you want to attack and be more aggressive?
I just started seeing more driving opportunities, and that's what I'm best at right now doing. And with the way they played, like I said earlier, they like to play passing lanes, which leads for wide open driving lanes for me to whether score or pass and kick for other teammates.
Juwan, you guys have talked about wanting to kind of establish a defensive identity, and it seems like a lot of the time when there have been these slow starts, it's been defense that sparked you guys. I guess, where does that spark come from specifically on defense, and how do you maybe make that more of a habit earlier in the game?
It just starts from within the players. Regardless if you're making shots or not, you can't let your defense go to waste. And I think even though we weren't really shooting that well to begin with, we were making them have to work for every shot, and I think that wore down on them a little bit because I knew we were just going to start making shots eventually. And like Romeo getting to the rim, making a lot of his foul shots, that opened up a lot of things. And just Al, Tay, and Zach, everybody driving and kicking, I think that really opened up driving lanes for us to score.
Maybe both of you can talk about the fact you're 3-0 in the Big Ten, you share the Big Ten lead, and now you have a challenging game at Michigan. You can talk about that.
It'll be definitely a difficult game. It's not easy going to Ann Arbor. I don't think I've won against Michigan since my freshman year with Yogi, and that was the 28-0 run. So I know they still remember that. Just going in there, it'll be a dogfight for sure. And just like today, we had to anchor down on the defensive end, and we know Michigan's a great defensive team, so we have to really run our stuff and be crisp on that end.
Romeo, I just want to get your thoughts on Juwan and what impresses you the most when you're out there on the court with him about his game, either end of the floor?
What impresses me the most is his ability to guard bigger defenders. I know we're not the biggest team, and we go against big guys every night, just being in the Big Ten, and his ability to guard guys taller than him, which also gives him an advantage on the offensive end to attack. And another thing that impresses me is his ability to pass the ball out the post. Really guys his size and guys his position really don't pass as well as him, so that's a real good talent he has.
Juwan, with about 6 to go, you left and Tim Garl worked on you. Did you bump knees with the other guy? And what's your status now?
Oh, I'm fine. It was just, yeah, we just bumped knees, and it was just like a little stinger, but I'm fine.
Both of you guys can answer this. In the beginning of the game, first half, you guys came out kind of sluggish or kind of slow, but in the second half, you guys were more aggressive. What did Coach say to you in the locker room, and then what led to your aggressiveness coming in the second half?
He just said that team that was playing defense for the last 8 to 10 minutes of the first half is the team that had to come out and set the tone from the defensive end as soon as the second half started. And I think we did that as a group, and our defense always leads to our offense, and I think we got good looks on that end.
Yeah, for either of you guys, Devontae didn't have a big scoring game tonight, but Frazier hit a couple of really deep threes late. But up until then, I thought Devontae did a really nice job on him defensively. Could you comment on that a little bit?
With Rob being now, Devontae was the next man up to be the starting point guard, and with that, he had a big task of guarding Frazier on the end. I felt like individually and as a team, we did, and he did a really good job of containing him in the first half. We know we let him loose a little bit towards the end of the game, but overall, I felt like we did a really good job.
All right, guys, thank you.